Yeah, so hospitalizations are up apparently 20%. I think there's more than 760 people in the hospital. And it's not surprising. And I fucking called it 2 weeks ago, or was it 1.5 weeks ago? I said it'd be over 10k and people would be getting fucked up because we had no clue of the severity of Omicron, and it's not really good. I think what's happening is, we're one of the few places still left where we didn't have like ice cold storage outside the hospital, putting fucking dead bodies in there. And it got to the point where, like in New York, for example, they were like running out of space to put the fucking dead. I think maybe what's happening is that's finally reached Australia, where we're going to get our asses kicked and we're going to realize, hey, wait a minute, this is fucked up. And we're not prepared with our health system. So bad shit's going to happen, and then we're going to go, okay, this is how we have to deal with it next time it fucking happens. And also, I think people don't seem to get it through their fucking heads that most other pandemics finished after 2 years. If it goes longer than 2 years, which has never happened before, this is the first time, it's going to be around for a fucking long time. So the thing about that is you have to start getting used to constant lockdowns now, or you're just not going to make it, mate, because this is how it's going to be. Because the Delta wave was slowed down like a fuck ton before Omicron creeped in from that lengthy lockdown, because it basically just nipped it in the bud for a while. So that's what's going to happen. And what are you going to fucking do about it? But, you know, these cunts don't listen. They think, she'll be right, mate, we'll be right. In a couple of months? No, this is like a fucking ongoing thing. Anyway, gives a fuck. Games. Would you like to know what is the biggest kids game of 2021? I'd say it's Animal Crossing, but no, you'd be wrong. It's actually Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite. It's a tie between those two. Game of the year, my ass. Now, I tried to play this shit. I've been trying to play Forza Horizon since 3. And since 3, I was like, why is this getting fucking 9 and 10 out of 10s? Because I'm the biggest car nut fucking around. And this game makes me hate cars. Now, you got the amazing fucking intros. It's like, wow, pure. Look at that, all that shit, explosions and fireworks. The commentators tell me how fucking great of a time I'm having now. And all the cool things I'm going to have to look forward to. Wowee. And then, as I see the intro, I think, wait a minute. This kind of reminds me of MotorStorm, which was a great fucking game. And MotorStorm, it wasn't like that just in the intro. The entire fucking game was like the Forza Horizon. I'm not even going to call it Forza because it's Forza. Because fucking Italians hate this game too. Hey, what did you do to the cars? Hey, the handling is like for fucking kids. And they just go to eBay and just piss on the bargain bin where Forza ends up and just hey, fuck this, huh? Forza my ass. Yeah, so fuck that game. Because MotorStorm was fucking amazing, and the entire game was exciting all the time, and it didn't need to tell you. It just was. And I wish they would remaster that shit. But anyway, yeah, the game spends at least 20 minutes showing you how exciting it is. And when you actually get to play it, it's like, alright, now drive around, go to the next race. Oh, you won. Whoop-de-doo. And then the commentator was, well, wasn't that fucking exciting? That was awesome. Well, let's go to the next awesome thing. What's the next awesome thing? Oh, I'm driving my fucking McLaren Senna on the dirt and it doesn't handle. Why are we driving supercars in the dirt and stupid conditions where they don't fucking handle? It just kind of ruins the point. And speaking of which, you get like really fast cars early on in the game, and it kills your motivation completely. You're not looking forward to anything. At least Turismo had that right, where you had to work your way up from a fucking Daihatsu to, you know, something manageable, like a fucking NSX, or not even, a goddamn Integra, okay? It took you a while. And there was a satisfaction in finally getting the bastard. So I'm still looking forward to Gran Turismo 7. I think the AI, I don't know what they're doing with it, but it's always been shit. They need to put more depth into the actual racing and shit. Let us qualify for once, for fuck's sake, and things like that, and just more. Interesting races like GT Touring, the British fucking touring cars. Throw fucking NASCAR in there. Throw F1 races in there. If you've got the fucking cars there, let it happen. And fix the goddamn online, because it's like pure shit. So, back to Forza. There's no motivation. You get the supercars early. I got a McLaren Senna, which is one of the fastest cars in the world, within 20 minutes of Forza fucking 5. And I was just like, I'm not really looking forward to another car now, because I got the best one. And the handling goes to shit, because you have to tune that car up till it's like fucking 2,000 horsepower, and that's completely undrivable. And you have to. Otherwise, you can't compete in the later races, which is, again, idiotic. And anytime I see anyone defending it, it's always some little fucking kid. Yeah, it's the best fucking car game ever. Have you ever driven a fucking car? Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up, you little shit. So, there's no reason for me to play it. And it just, I don't care about 90% of the fucking cars in there. So most of the time you're hearing how great it looks. If you walk into a fucking room, I can't tell the difference between 3, 4, and 5, especially 4 and 5. No one can fucking tell, but somehow it's got the best graphics ever. And then you got Halo Infinite, which the campaign has not changed since Combat Evolved, the very first one. In fact, it almost starts off the same. And midway through, I'm like, am I in that fucking space station again trying to escape while the aliens are fucking trying to assault me inside the space station? Like that very first fucking Halo? What the fuck is this? And I never really paid attention to Master Chief's character, but he has no character. He's just some patriotic retard who's like, you gotta help your teammates. It's the fucking American way. There's no America in space, you motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? So, you got that fucking bog standard Halo campaign that has not changed in 20 years. And then you've got the fucking multiplayer, which I actually enjoyed back in the day with 2, with the Jeeps and the big desert areas and sniping and shit. It was fun. But that was co-op, it was fun. In this, this is how it goes. You spawn. If you don't get a good gun because some fucker's just taken a good gun beside you, now you got the default gun. Now you got to shoot an entire clip in someone, which won't kill them, even if you're aiming for the head. And then you run out of bullets. Then you reload in front of him, and then he runs out of bullets if he's got the default gun. Then he reloads, and do-si-do. And then you wait until you've reloaded. You start firing again. He hides behind a rock. You repeat this cycle at least fucking 5 times before you killed one fucking guy, and that's Halo Infinite. Or there's 2 guys and you're instantly dead. Or you have a decent gun and you can go on a spree of about 4 to 5 kills just because you're rocket launching cunts into space. And then, if you are playing with a team, they'll be all taking your kills. So in an entire match, you can have 30 kills of yours stolen. And then they got that's the big battles, right? And all the maps are exactly the fucking same. I can't tell them apart, to be honest. And then you've got the little skirmishes, was it 5 versus 5, whatever. You got there's a ball mode. You've got the ball. They could have just made it like Rocket League and it's just like actual soccer. I would have preferred that shit. Or Rocket League with the fucking Jeeps, man, and with the ball. That would have been more fun. And you just, while you're playing, you're like, this is, you look at the graphics and you think, fucking hell, it looks like a 360 game. And then as you're playing, you just go, I'm playing the same shit that I've been playing since forever. And then it dawns on you, it's the fucking Super Mario of shooters. That's what Halo is. Because it's got that uniqueness where, alright, there's no medics, you gotta wait and recharge your shield. It's got that very familiar sound. That sounds like fries are done in fucking a McDonald's. And then it's got all those other shitty sound effects too that don't sound futuristic, but you'll hear in a restaurant. And then, the guns, there's very familiar ones, but they're all just variations of, okay, now here's a super rifle, here's a pulse rifle, here's a homing missile shit. And I stopped playing. Like, I did pretty well the first couple of days, but then as soon as you have a fucking bad game, it'll be the worst game ever. It'll make you hate that fucking game. It's fun in short bursts, but that bullet sponginess will just drive you fucking insane and not want you to continue to play. And I stopped playing because I had a homing rocket which targets on, locks on, and it just goes, straight for the enemy every single time, and I've never missed with it. Some fucker is bunny hopping in front of me, going left, I'm homing, it goes, it locks on, shoots him, it goes past his fucking head. He jumps to the right, locks on, he goes past his fucking head. And then he did that 3 times, he shot me with the shitty default gun. By the way, you can kill everyone with the pistol because it's the most powerful gun in the game. You don't even need the fucking default gun or any super weapon. If you get the beat on first with the pistol, they're fucking... Anyway, he bunny hops left and right 3 times. He whacks me with the fucking default gun, and then he teabags me. I go, I'm never playing this fucking game again. Because I know that motherfucker's 6 years old, and that's the most fucking annoying thing that's happened to me in a shooter in fucking ages. I've been playing Black Ops Cold War. That's actually really fun because Nuketown is Nuketown again. It's bloody exciting, I tell you. And with all the streaks and shit, the guns are fucking fantastic. The graphics look good. And same with Vanguard. Like, I first played that, and I thought, it's a bit bland. But then the pacing of it is so quick compared to Modern Warfare. It just grows on you because it's just a reflex fest now. And, I fucking love that shit. So I'm very surprised Vanguard is actually worth getting for cheap. And so is Black Ops. If you want like an in-and-out shooter, fuck Halo, okay? Yeah, so all we're looking forward to now is goddamn Elden Ring. Don't really give a shit about anything else. And I'm just after Sons of the Forest. Because The Forest is one of the best fucking games ever. And if you haven't played it, I highly recommend you go and play it now. It's like $10 on the consoles and on PC as well. So, that's all I gotta say about that shit. These fucking kids games, man. I can't take anyone who... says shit about Xbox games seriously anymore. And it's not like, I just care about PlayStation. No, there's at least more mature games on PlayStation. It's not for fucking dolts. And if you got Game Pass, you don't even need an Xbox. Just get it on a PC. If you got a decent gaming PC, why do you even need an Xbox for? Because I'm just getting mainly, exclusive IPs on PlayStations every now and then. And that's good enough for me. So it has like actual separation between that and the PC. Whereas... to pay like upwards of $900 for an Xbox Series X is like insanity. And the weirdest thing I've noticed lately is everyone's like, wow, man, for 4K and look, all the games are only at 60 frames. The games that came out in the mid 2000s and fucking early 2000s. Yeah, welcome to fucking 2007 when we had our fucking GeForce, what was it? Not even, what was it? A piece of shit, like 900 series. Or 700 series was beastie enough to do that. And the fucking shitty Radeons. It's like, welcome to fucking mid-2000s, you fucking idiots. That's what we were talking about all this time. Yeah, I see what it means. Yeah, fucking 15 years later. But anyway, console wars are stupid. If you're a poor cunt, you'll be debating. Otherwise, you'll have all systems and a fucking beefy PC. Shut the fuck up and go get them. Yeah, so, enjoy.